Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the drawing for Waffles number 993, 996, and 997. Number 993 is for the second of two Glock 45C Gen Vs. 55 entries on this one, and this is everyone that got in on Waffle number 993. All right, moving over to 996. 996 is for a Weatherby Element 2. Weatherby Upland Element 2. That's a 50 entries on this one. That's a 12 gauge semi-auto shotgun. 50 entries on that one, and that was everyone that got in on Waffle number 996. All right, moving over to 997. 997 is for the first of two Springfield Armory St. Victor's 308 AR-10s. 80 entries on this one, and this is everyone that got in on Waffle number 997. While I run through this, guys, real quick, Super Bowl squares 2026 are live. If you're not familiar with the Super Bowl squares, every year I run some squares for the Super Bowl. This year I have $15,000 of firearms up for grabs and $5,000 in cash. There's 100 entries on this one. It's a 10 by 10 square football board. If you're not familiar on how to play squares, I have a link to a YouTube video that I did explaining how NFL squares work. But yeah, I got a bunch of prizes up for grabs. It's based off the score of the NFL Super Bowl on February 8th. You do not have to be interested in football. You do not have to watch, and there's no real strategy. It's just kind of a super random way to pick some prizes for people. So, and if you do watch football, it's also it really makes it kind of spices up the game. So, check that out. That's up on the Waffle page now. So, without further ado, we'll spin for these ones. This is Waffle number 993. That's for the Glock Gen 45C Gen V, 55 entries, all shuffled up. Let's see who's taking home. Jeff Fisher, congrats. That's going off to you, sir. All right, moving over to 996. 996 for that Weatherby Element 2. 50 entries on this one. All shuffled up. Let's see who's taking home. Sharon Blevins, congrats. That's going off to you. All right, and then number 997. Number 997 for the first of two Springfield Armory St. Victor's. 80 entries on this one. All shuffled up. Let's see who's taking home. Todd Collini, congrats, sir. That's going off to you. All right, guys, right now there's a second Springfield Armory St. Victor that is live because the first one closed up really quick. Dropped the second one a few hours later, so that one still has entries left. And then, of course, we have the Super Bowl squares, like I said. And stay tuned. Got some waffles dropping tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a good rest of the day and night. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and we'll talk to you soon.